up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lucky coming to you live and direct with another live stream. What up? What's going on, everybody? Listen, if you've never been here before, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you could be notified every time I drop some new content. What up, Miss Millie? I got Miss Millie in the building.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You doing good?
Yes, I'm doing great.
All right, that's good. Listen, if there's anybody in the chat, do me a favor, hit a one. Hit a one if you can see us and you can hear us clearly. Put a one in the chat if you can see us and you can hear us clearly. I gotta make sure I didn't run through all the little checks and all that. I just hopped on. I don't be checking. It is what it is. We be having technical difficulties, but hey, it happens. All right, so Miss Millie, we're gonna get into it. It's just you and me, so hey, it's
Let's
mono e
do
mano, mono e
this.
mano.
Let's do this.
All right, so let me see. I'm gonna jump with the first thing real quick, right? I hear a lot of conversation about people talking about dressing age appropriate, right? What is that? Is that really a thing? Does age and the way you dress, is it a thing? Like what's going on with that?
Me personally,
You
what
personally.
is what is age appropriate? Because everybody's been the same one age, one only once. So
Okay.
how can you tell? How can you say what's age appropriate? What makes you feel comfortable? Because when
Okay.
they start hollering about age appropriate, that means what makes them feel comfortable.
Okay. Okay. So you don't think like
Me dressing the way I dress shouldn't make you feel uncomfortable. If it does, you need to figure out what's going on with you and why my appearance makes you feel uncomfortable.
Okay. So you think when people say that someone needs to dress age appropriate, that is more of a reflection on the person who's saying that someone isn't dressing age appropriate?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. I What would what okay. So let's just say age appropriate, right? I think that is maybe, for instance, right? Maybe when you're younger, you wear a lot of sneakers and jeans and hoodies. You wear like, back in the days we wore Adidas suits and what I'm saying,
Hmm.
Puma suits and stuff like that. And I guess when you get older, you're supposed to dress, I don't know, wear shoes and slacks
Shoes
and
that
everything
hurt
for
your
the
feet all the
ladies.
time, and no, 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 no. I'm a dress what makes me comfortable.
Okay, I got
Because my thing is, what you deem to be appropriate, that doesn't mean that's what I'm supposed to believe. Because you won't wear it, that don't mean I shouldn't wear it.
mm, okay, I got
Because I feel comfortable in my own skin, so I feel like whatever I put on is cute anyway.
you. Okay, okay, I got you, Miss
So
Millie.
yeah, so I don't believe in age appropriate.
Okay, so when it comes to attire, there's just not a there's just not a age appropriate. It's just however you feel like dressing, right? So
Mm,
let me ask you this: the way we dress, it's an expression, right? Of is it like an extension, an expression, or an extension of who we are? So how we dress is how we, I don't know, how we feel, or like I said, an extension of who.
No, and I don't believe that. I feel like the way you dress is what makes you comfortable. What you feel comfortable in, you know?
Okay,
Some
okay,
people like because some people like clothes. Some people don't like clothes. So
okay,
they're gonna dress however whatever makes them feel comfortable.
okay. I got you. I got you.
Mm,
What about this, right? What about appropriate for, let's say, and like attire that you wear to certain places that you go, right? Maybe if you
mhm.
go to a high end restaurant, what are your thoughts on? Okay, you're going to a high end restaurant, and so you have to dress,
You
you know,
dress accordingly.
Okay, so there would be like
Yes.
a certain attire that might fit a specific event or a specific
Yeah.
place.
Yes. You dress accordingly.
Okay. All right. Okay, I got you. I know a lot of places have dress codes, right? And they kind of put it out there that there is a dress code and they have like a requirement for, you know what I'm saying, certain type of
Yeah.
attire. But if a let's just say there's a place that doesn't have a specific dress code, then should anybody feel free to wear whatever they want, or is there still a requirement of at least, hey, this is an upscale restaurant or upscale place, even though there's no dress code, there's still an expectation that you know
Yeah,
what I'm
you,
saying,
you
you're gonna
still
dress
dress
like that.
apart, you know. You
Okay.
still, that's when common sense supposed to kick in. Like
They say common sense ain't common.
yeah, you're right.
You know that,
But
right? Okay.
i- if you have, just a little class, you dress accordingly.
Okay.
you know,
I
you ain't
got you.
gonna go in there and some jeans, booty shorts, and
Right.
a tube top, a halter top, and
I got you. I got you.
that's
Is it
just
is there such a thing as being overdressed? You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard people say, "Oh, I feel like I'm overdressed for the event or the occasion." You know what I mean? Like, have you ever felt overdressed? Like you dressed for an occasion and then it didn't really require the attire that you had on because everybody was dressed, let's just say maybe a little more relaxed, where you
yeah,
came in, you know what I'm saying, like, to the T, and then when you got there, it was like, "Oh, man, I ain't know trying to
yeah.
put on some,"
Like, I
you know
should have
what
put
I
my jeans and
mean?
t-shirt on.
Yeah. Okay. Would that make you feel uncomfortable if you were overdressed?
Yeah, because now I got to take my bedroom slippers out the car that I was waiting to put on after I left. Now I got to wear them around.
Okay, but
so,
listen, why would you change? Why would you change? Why wouldn't if that's how you dressed and, you just realized that
because
you
I
were
realized
overdressed
that I don't
and
have to walk in these hills all day. Ain't nobody else walking in hills all day. Why should I?
okay, I got you.
So yeah, I'm gonna take off my tennis shoe. I'm gonna take the,
Okay,
shoes off and put my little slippers on.
okay, I got you. I think that's a thing for women because I see women when they dress up and for some reason they just always look uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like the shoes that y'all wear and I just be like, how are you comfortable with what you know what I'm saying, with what you have on? Like when women dress up, it just looks uncomfortable. Is that when women dress up, is it uncomfortable?
It can be sometimes, depending on what all we have on and what we had to do to get dressed up, and
Okay.
So yeah, it can be. It
Okay.
can be very uncomfortable.
Okay. That's why y'all quick to, like you said, have another pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting in the
Yeah,
car. So like, yeah, I can slide, take these heels off and then all right, I got
yeah.
you. Yeah, I remember my aunt used to ride around with a pair of shoes. As soon as she get in the car, she take her heels off and she would drive like with no shoes on
She's on. Oh
and then take
yeah.
the heels off. Yeah. And then put the heels back on once she's getting out the car or whatever. So yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of crazy to drive with heels on. Like is
No, not for
no.
me. It's not.
Okay. With like them tall heels, like 6-inch heel, it doesn't feel different driving? Like it's not a heel in the way or something?
You talking about
It's like
if it got two heels?
are you still able to, like, hit the brake all the way? Like, yeah?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
it don't
Alright,
feel no
alright.
different. Not to me.
Okay, alright. I mean, I guess when you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing, right? It just I don't know. I ain't never worn no heels, so it just look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Alright.
I can't picture you in no heels.
Nah, please don't ever. My grandfather, my father, everybody will come back out their grave like, "What are you
Okay.
doing?" Like, they be turning over in their grave. Yeah, so I just wanted to have that conversation about dressing age appropriate because I did hear that conversation and one guy was I heard another guy telling another guy, "Yo, man, you ain't you dress your age, man." He's like, "What you mean dress my age, man? Age clothes don't come with an age on it. It comes with a size on it. As long as it fit me, it's appropriate. So
Yeah, that's how I feel.
yeah, yeah,
If that's what you like, that's what you like.
okay, yeah. It was interesting. All right, so I'm gonna move into the next joint, right? And let me see if I can get it right because I don't want to get what I'm getting ready to say. I don't want to get it wrong, and I really don't want to paraphrase, right? So I came across a piece where Cam Newton was talking, right? And so it basically came up and said Cam Newton opens up on why marriage isn't for him. And what he said was, I like volunteers, not hostages. And I thought that was interesting. You know, do you think people feel like hostages?
Like blink twice if you
Yeah, like, and I
say.
understand what he's saying, right? He just wants people to just come and go freely. Like, look, you here. Hey, if you no longer want to be here, you're free to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's no issues, it's no problems,
I
it's no
mean,
nothing. As opposed to, you know what I'm saying? People feeling like, I got married. I guess I gotta work through this. And you know what I'm saying? It seems
but
like
why do he feel like she feels like she's a hostage?
um I don't know because it's like
I mean, because I'm sure it didn't start off that way because they've been
Mhm,
together for a while. They done
mhm.
had a few children. So it couldn't have started off that way.
Okay,
So
so
what changed for her to feel like she's a hostage?
so I'll put it like this, right? A lot of times people will stay simply because they are married and that they made a commitment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to just, if you just boyfriend and girlfriend or, you just shacking up, it's like, I don't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you might feel a little more obligated to work things out when you're married. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think that's like the hostage part. Like, yo, I want to go, but I don't want to break up the, you
Okay.
know what
So
I'm
basically,
saying? And
like a mental hostage.
yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm
Yeah, I can
saying?
see that. I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah. I think it was. You think there are a lot of people that are just still married that just really don't like don't want to be married, but they
Yeah.
don't want to break up the, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to break up the crew. You know, I think. Listen, I think there are a lot of people that are in that situation.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want it to look crazy. I think a lot of people are more concerned with how it looks if they were to part ways and stuff like that, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Just look, it ain't working out, I gotta go. If y'all don't understand, y'all just don't understand. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people that are just, you know what I'm saying? They just feel obligated to stay. Like, yo, but if you're not happy, why are you staying? I just feel obligated. I made a commitment and I got to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? But again, they're not really happy in that situation, but they just feel like a hostage.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
I
So
can
look,
see that.
do you think there are a lot of people out there that are in that situation?
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I see a lot of miserable faces.
Listen, but do you think they're miserable because of the marriage, or they're just miserable because they're miserable? Right? I think some people are just
Well, I mean,
miserable.
if they're in a marriage, it's two people and they your spouse walking around looking miserable, you want to know why. So you're gonna do whatever it takes to cheer them up.
Okay.
So, but if they is, everybody looking miserable,
Mhm.
like
Walking
that
around
becomes
with
the
sad
issue.
faces. They just
It's
everybody face is
questionable.
wrong. Yeah. they beautiful and laugh and have a good time when they're at work, but then when it's time to go home, it's like y'all ain't got no
Like,
overtime for
here we
me to
go
do.
again. We ain't got no overtime
Yeah,
today.
ain't got no overtime. Like, oh man, I gotta go to happy hour. I gotta get juiced up. I gotta get sauced up before I go home.
Yeah.
I don't be bothered.
Man,
You-
those
do you think there are more unhappy men or more unhappy women
I'm gonna
in this
say
scenario?
men.
You think they're more unhappy men?
Yeah. I'm gonna say men.
Okay, that's interesting that you said that because I didn't think you would say that. I didn't think that that would be your answer. Why you say men?
Because women tend to we tend to bounce back, you know. So and we'll we'll milk some shit, okay? As when we'll milk some shit. So if your ass gonna stay, okay, that's we gonna milk the hell out of it until you decide to leave. So you're gonna be unhappy. We gonna be out there shopping. Probably done found somebody else,
Why y'all do that to men?
or
Why y'all do that?
it's just
Why y'all do that? That's not right. That's not nice.
yeah, it's a dog eat dog.
Do you think men that are in that situation know that that's what the situation is and they still like stay? Or do you think the men don't even know that
I
that's
don't
what?
know. I mean, sometimes they out there doing the same thing, and they just don't care. If it works, it works. If nobody's questioning nobody, if nobody's questioning nobody, it's working.
Ain't no beef, ain't no problems, ain't no issues or whatever. You doing your thing over there, I'm doing my thing over here, and just this how we gonna ride out?
And they happy. They meet in the middle.
Okay, all right.
And sometimes it just be now we're just together for financial stability.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with you, you're comfortable with me. This is what it is.
Mm, okay. That's interesting. Okay. And usually, right, and I know that this is shifting now that women are making, you know what I'm saying, so much money and stuff like that. But a lot of times you hear the guy saying it's cheaper to keep her because you know what I'm saying? It used to be where you know what I'm saying, the man was the breadwinner and all of that. And then if you went through a divorce, you gotta split up all of this stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then you gotta pay alimony and this and that. And a lot of men didn't want to go through that. So they're like, no,
Spousal
keep her,
support.
keep her, yeah, and stuff like that. So but now like it's a shift where you have women that are the breadwinners, right? And they're
And now we hollering it's cheaper to keep them.
oh man. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, like I can imagine, you know what I'm saying, especially with women now. You know what I'm saying, for the most part, being the breadwinner. And what do you think about a man that asks for spousal support?
I don't even know.
What do you think about that? For real.
I have mixed emotions when it comes to that.
Okay.
And I say that because, you know, a man's job is to provide. So at the end of the day, you should be able to take care of yourself at least. If you ain't got to pay no child support or nothing like that, you should be able to take care of yourself. However, now she been taking care of him the whole time they been together. He ain't never had to work. And then all of a sudden now you decide you want to just up and leave him. Oh yeah, he deserves something. He
Mm,
cooked, he cleaned, he did everything that you were supposed to do as a wife. You did everything he's supposed to do as a husband. Y'all just reversed it. So yeah, he deserves something too. He deserved half,
I
just
don't.
like you get half.
I don't think a man would really be respected if, even though,
I mean,
you know.
maybe not, but that's what he deserves. I mean, 'cause especially if he was respected in the house cooking and cleaning and doing laundry and stuff, why
Mm,
not respect him and give him the
mm, mm,
money? He
mm,
doing a job, taking
mm.
care of the kids,
Yeah.
making it to all the PTA meetings. Making sure the kids got all their food, lunch, dinner. You know, he did that. So yeah, he deserved half too.
Mm, okay. Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. If that's how the law is set up, then that's just how the law is set up. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, I think as far as like
I mean,
society
street
and
law,
stuff.
no, I don't think he
Right,
should
right.
know.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah,
law, no, I don't think he should get anything.
right. And that's just what I
Because he's a
I was
man.
gonna get
Like
next.
you said, I mean, you shouldn't have had your behind at home while she was at work. You should have got up and got you a job. You
Mm,
let her reverse that on you. As a man, you let her take over, so now you're no longer a man.
mm.
She is.
Okay, so let me ask you, okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? Let's just say he did work, but he just
Mm-hmm.
didn't make as much money as she did, right? Or let's just say maybe he no, okay, let's just say he didn't make as much money, right? She was the breadwinner, but he still worked.
Uh-huh.
He still covered the bills, right? But at the end of the day, right, at once his whole paycheck was gone, but he paid everything that he had to pay. He just never had any extra money left over because all of his money went to taking care of, the family, all of the household bills. Now, she worked as well. She made more than him, but her money was pretty much just her money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So in that instant, or in that scenario, that situation, he never had an opportunity to save up any money. You know what I'm saying? To have money like, okay, well, we got a divorce now, so I just got to go into my little savings, or you know what I'm saying? I can,
Mm-hmm.
he's at ground zero. He's been at ground zero the whole time, but he's been working the whole time, just paying everything. Would he be? Would that scenario be different if he asks
Yeah,
for,
I mean,
child
no.
support?
I'm gonna say, and that's kind of it's
Street
kind
law.
of
Street law.
it's kind of conflicted, and I say that because in a marriage, if she was making more than him, she could at least helped out. She didn't have to pay all the bills. She could have still allowed him to, at least let him pay the mortgage, and she paid the little bills.
Mhm.
And that would have left him at least with something,
Okay.
you know. So, and he should have set that ground rule like, hey, okay, well, you're making more than me, so you can at least pay the little bills and not pay the mortgage.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So let
more
me.
than fair.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I think it's just different if it's a man that's asking for, you know what I'm saying, that's asking for support. It's
But
just, you know
yeah,
what I mean. It's just different.
street law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, street law, yeah, no, you should not be, you need to go out and get it. Get it.
I got you. I got you. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm gonna move on to the last one. Like I said, I was gonna make this one quick. You know what I'm saying? We just hopping on here, kicking it, doing what we do. Okay, so um, let me see. How can I word this, because I'll be having a problem trying to get all my stuff together. I'll be having a lot going on up here. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to bear with me. Okay. So okay, I'm a ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna break it down like this: physical connection, emotional connection, mental connection, financial stability, spiritual connection, right? Those are those are five things. I want to know what's more important to who. Okay. So I'm gonna start with physical connection. Do you think that that's more important for men, for women, or do you think it's equal in a relationship?
I think
Mm.
physical is more men.
Think physical is more men.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep track. It's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go men on the physical. Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
I'm say physical men.
Okay. Now,
What you think?
um. Yeah, I think man. I think man. I definitely think man. But I think okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go with men. I'm gonna go with men on that one. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna move to the next one. Right. Emotional connection. Is that more important to men,
Women.
women, or equal? Is when
I'm gonna
is
say
women.
women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, before I go any further, the breakdown or the connection, right, between physical and emotional, right? For women, is the
Hmm.
physical more attached to emotional? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Does the for
Yeah.
you understand what I'm trying to say, right? You get the question that I'm trying to ask?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I get
Okay.
it. Yeah, it is. Because a
o-
woman, the more emotionally attached a woman is to you, the more her body responds to you.
Okay. Okay. So that's the emotional and the
You
physical.
know.
That's more of like that's a compound thing for women. They go together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got you. Okay. So now I'm gonna move on to the mental, right? The mental connection. You think it's more important men, women, or equal? And it's kind of hard sometimes to separate mental from emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a little
I'm gonna say about equal.
about equal.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah, I would say yeah, I'm a mm, I'm gonna say equal, but I think I'm kind of leaning toward women on that one. I think I would lean a little more towards women, right? But and because right, I'm a with mental, right? I think women because women kind of look at a man to be a leader.
Well,
I think
yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think that man would have to his mental, you know what I'm saying, capacity and all that would matter to a woman. Whereas for a man, it's like you can be as dumb as a box of rocks. You know what I'm saying? As long as
Yeah, you're right.
like,
You're
yo,
right.
you
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
say
saying? This is
women.
good right here. I don't worry, I'll do the rest. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my thought.
Yeah.
That's just what I
Well,
think.
all you gotta do is stand there and look pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I think
Yeah,
Imma
you're
lean that
right.
one more Imma lean that one more towards the women, but, I don't know, I think, it might be equal, but Imma lean more towards the, women on that, and let me see, I think Miss Millie gonna come back. I hope Miss Millie gonna come back. So, Imma go ahead. So, now Imma move on to financial for anybody out there that's watching. Of course, I'm gonna go with the women on that one. I believe that women do, um value, financial stability in a relationship more than men do. I think typically, I mean, don't get me wrong, right? You asking me. yeah, finances is a beautiful thing when women have finances, but I think for the most part, women do get into relationships for I think for the most part, women do get into relationships for financial stability. So I think that that would be a little more important. So Miss Millie, I moved on to financial stability. Who would that be more important to? Would that be more important to the men, the women, or equal?
I'm gonna say women.
Women, okay, yeah, I pretty much said the same thing. Although you do hear although you do hear a lot of guys and you do hear a lot about the conversation of 50-50, you know.
Yeah, but more women.
More, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you think a woman do you yeah, women. I was gonna ask, do you think that women that have their own money, like, are good, are great financially, is it really an issue? You know what I'm saying? Would it really
They
be an
still
issue
want
if the woman
that security, like that for just in case.
okay.
Like if something was to ever happen, they know that their man got them.
Right. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. So she was like, listen, I'm gonna blow through all my money, but you need to hold on to yours in case something happened to mine and you need to hold it down until I'm back on my feet so I can get my money back and I can blow my money on shoes
Mm,
and clothes and just get
mm.
whatever it is that I want. So you just be the stable guy and just hold it down. When trouble come, you got it. And then when I'm back up, I can go out there and have my fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, and next I'm gonna move on. The last one I got is spiritual. Now, a lot of people believe in soul ties and all of that kind of stuff. Um,
Yeah, I believe in astrology and stuff like that.
okay, so who do you think that's more important to, men, women, or do you think it's equal?
I'm gonna say women
Yeah, me too. Because women, they always want to know what's your sign. What that's the first thing. Well, what's your sign?
because certain signs just don't mix. They just don't.
What signs don't mix? I'm just curious. I
Like
want to
a
know.
like a Cancer and a Gemini. We don't, they don't mix.
Okay,
We
does
don't
it matter?
mix.
Does it matter if it's which is the man and which is the woman? Because I hear some people like are really into it. If it's a this sign man versus a this sign woman,
Yeah, because
will
the
be more
women and men are different.
okay.
Like Cancers get along real good with women Gemini,
Okay. Oh,
but not the men.
okay.
And it's vice versa.
Let me ask you this: Do is that a way that women vet a man? Can they really like do some women really like when they meet a guy, whatever, and they ask him what's his sign? Would a woman really just, oh, you're that? Nah, this ain't gonna work. And just from that point, like just
Yeah, if they're
cut it off?
really into it like that. Yeah,
Wow.
if they're really into it like that, yeah.
Wow. So as far as astrology is concerned, it's really that accurate? Like, I mean, for the most part, if whoever's a certain sign, right? Is it for the most part they all kind of fit into whatever it's said about that sign? It's pretty accurate.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't know nobody's life.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna say when it comes to me personally, a lot when it comes to like horoscopes and stuff, a lot of times they be dead on.
Okay.
So, I try to read my horoscope daily.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. That is that is very interesting. I know when somebody asks me my sign, well, a woman, right? Because I ain't never had ain't no dude ever asked me my sign. That would be an automatic red flag if the dude
Okay.
asked me, man, what's your sign? Man, listen, this conversation is over. Don't speak to me no more, man. Something ain't right, man. All right, so look, we got Unthink in the building. Unthink 1999 says, I think especially if they have had a bad experience with a certain sign, then they don't choose those certain signs anymore.
That
Yeah.
is correct.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with like just I don't know, man, like personality. You know what I'm saying? Like certain signs just match certain personalities. But
Yeah.
then your personality type just doesn't match with my personality type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this just ain't, you know what I mean? It just for the most part, this ain't gonna work. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
You
I ain't-
know, like they say, water signs they supposed to be compatible, but I'm a Cancer, and I don't really mix too well with Scorpios.
mm,
You
okay.
know,
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Do women get into that when they're young? Or is that just something that happens after, you go through a couple things with a couple dudes and then you're like, yo, I gotta find a way to start vetting these dudes, man, cutting these dudes up. Yeah, I gotta find a way. Let me just go with this with this astrology and find out what their sign is, and that could, cut the time in half. Like, oh, you're a this? Yeah, nah. You're a that? Oh, nope, we ain't gonna work, you know?
no, I mean, no, because growing up, you're more into church,
Okay.
so you've already got that spiritual part, instilled in you. The astrology comes a little bit later on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I don't, man, as soon as a woman asks me my sign, I'm like, yo, here we go. Matter of fact, that's my cutoff. Once you ask me that, yo, that's it. End of conversation. Don't even ask me that. You know why? Because number one, when people hear my sign, they just be like, oh, like I don't know what it is about my sign, but when I tell them my sign, they just, oh God, yeah,
You're a
nah,
Gemini,
I'm not.
mm,
Nah,
a Scorpio.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
See, so I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? I mean, are those two signs that are typically not are bad or difficult
A
or just
Libra.
a leap? I'm not. Nope, nope.
Okay.
So I'm good, right? If I'm not one of those three signs, I'm good, right? Or at least good with you. Like
Yeah.
we can get along.
Oh, yeah. No, I get along with Libras.
Okay, all right. I'm not a Libra though, but I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
in a Leo.
a Leo. I'm not a Leo either.
Okay, well, you
Oh,
good then. You
good.
good. Those are all the messed up signs to me. The
I'm
ones
good,
that
y'all.
need help.
Okay, oh good. Or maybe those are just the ones that don't that your sign is just not, you know what I'm saying, compatible with. So maybe that's just a red flag for your sign. Maybe the ones that are asking me my sign and I tell them my sign, they maybe I'm just not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't never been into
Yeah.
I don't
They
really
probably just had some bad experiences.
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I definitely when a woman asks me that, oh, what's your sign? I'm just like, bye. My sign is goodbye. My sign is this conversation is over, man. Because I don't like, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like you automatically just prejudging. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know me, and you're right away. You're just putting me in a particular category. You know what I'm saying? Without even knowing me, having a conversation with me, or something. Let me do something to you know what I'm saying? Do something to mess up, or let me say something to mess up. But automatically, once you ask me my sign, you're like, oh my god, it's just like, yeah, nah, it's problematic just asking me that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So that's
see your point.
yeah. It's just you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I don't
Like,
like.
you already judge me.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't know. That might be like Nah, I was gonna use an example, and I don't want to say that. But like just certain people, like if somebody's short, a lot of women just don't like short guys. So it's just like, hey, you don't even get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so
because I'm not into short guys either.
see, you don't even know him. He could be a good dude. Like, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sure he'd be a great friend.
Oh, okay. It just don't look right? Or
No,
is it more of like a protection
I'm
thing? Like,
just the type that I want to look up to my man.
okay. Yeah, that's what I hear women saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to climb a tree,
Okay.
not the branch.
I got you.
John DeMarco,
I got you, Miss Millie.
uh,
All right, well, look, Miss Millie, I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to hop on this live stream with me. It has been a
yes,
pleasure.
I enjoyed myself.
Okay, that's what's up. You know what? You got the you like I don't know how they did out here in school, but I know when we was in school, they had that little book that had like the little cards in it, and they would slide it and flip it over, and for whoever who was absent, like they would look at all the seats, and then they would know who had the best attendance and all that stuff. Right now, like you number one in attendance, like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up.
It's
Eh?
pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, all right.
Did I get a reward or something? You know they give you a reward at school.
Do it. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. We're
Perfect
gonna,
attendance.
yeah, we're gonna work on that. Definitely gonna work on that. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, we're gonna cut this one short. Chat, we appreciate you. Unthink 1999 was in the building. Appreciate you for jumping on the stream. And with that being said, y'all, we're gonna cut this one short. We appreciate y'all and we catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.
All right, peace.
Peace.